Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Bilal. In this course, we are going to learn how to use Excel in a smarter and more practical way, especially for the kind of tasks that most people do manually again and again every single day. If you have ever found yourself calculating the same numbers repeatedly, updating records one by one, or rebuilding the same report from scratch every week, this course is going to change all of that for you. We are going to automate that work so it takes minutes instead of hours. We work with a realistic practice file throughout this course, a dataset for a business called Ahmed's Corner Shop. It has employee records, salary data, attendance figures, and more. It gives us real data to practice with. So every formula you learn has an immediate practical application. You do not need any prior Excel experience to follow along. We start from the very beginning and build up step by step. Now, let me quickly walk you through what we will be covering. We start from the fundamentals, understanding how Excel is structured and how to move around it efficiently. Then we move into formulas like sum, average, and subtotal and build from there. After that, we explore different types of formulas, working with dates, applying conditions, and using lookup functions to pull data from different parts of a workbook. As we move forward, we will also learn how to organize and manage data properly, create charts, build pivot tables, and eventually develop a complete interactive dashboard. This dashboard will update automatically whenever your data changes, saving you time and eliminating repetitive manual work. We will also cover how to protect your files so your work stays secure and your formulas do not break accidentally. Each video is short and focused on just one topic or a closely related group of ideas. So you can either learn step by step at your own pace or combine a few videos and treat them as one session. In today's video, we are going to get completely comfortable with the Excel screen. Understand how a workbook and a worksheet are different from each other, and walk through all 12 sheets in our practice file so you know exactly what is where. We will also cover four essential habits: saving, undoing, the quick access toolbar, and zooming that will protect your work from day one. Let us get started. We can open Excel by searching for it in the Start menu. Click on Excel and it opens on your screen. For this session, I already have our practice file open, so let us use that. This is the Excel display, and we are going to identify every important part of this window. This takes about 2 minutes, and once you know where everything is, everything else becomes much easier. At the very top of the screen is the title bar. It shows the name of your file. Just below that, you will see the ribbon. The ribbon is organized into different tabs: Home, Insert, Formulas, Data, and more. Each tab contains a set of related tools and commands. On the left side, just below the ribbon, is the name box. Right now it shows A1, column A, row 1. Whenever you click any cell, the name box updates to show your exact location. Next to the name box is the formula bar. This is where you see exactly what is inside a cell, the raw value or the formula behind it. For example, click on cell J3. You might see a formatted number in the cell, but in the formula bar, you see the actual underlying value without any formatting. Any formula you write also appears right here. Below the ribbon is the main worksheet area. This is the large grid made up of rows and columns. Rows are numbered on the left, columns are labeled with letters at the top. Where a row and a column meet, that is a cell. For example, B3 means column B, row 3. At the very bottom, you will find the status bar. often ignored but incredibly useful. Select a range of cells and look at the bottom of your screen. Without writing any formula, Excel already shows you the sum, average, and count of the selected cells. Right click the status bar to enable min and max as well, a live calculator in your footer. So now you know the six key parts: title bar, ribbon, name box, formula bar, worksheet grid, and status bar. A very important concept: the difference between a workbook and a worksheet. The file itself, the Ahmed's Corner Shop Excel automation practice file, is the workbook. Think of it like a physical notebook, the whole thing. Each tab at the bottom of the screen is a worksheet, one page inside that notebook. Our practice file has 12 sheets, 12 pages, and each is designed for a specific part of this course. Let me walk you through each tab so you know exactly what is where. The first tab, Start Here, is a welcome sheet with the full file guide. Always a good first stop. The settings sheet holds all the reference data we will use throughout the course: categories, rates, and lookup tables. We will come back to this sheet often. Employee data is our main data set, 46 records and 14 columns. Row 1 is the course title header. Row 2 has the column names, and the actual data starts from row 3. Attendance contains monthly figures for all records, January through December, plus an annual average in the last column. Salary sheet contains a full payroll calculation, including deductions. Then we have our practice sheets: if practice, sum if, count if practice, VLOOKUP practice, summary tracker, dashboard, CF practice, and date formulas practice. Each is linked to a specific part of the course. To move between sheets, simply click on the tab at the bottom. If you cannot see all tabs, use the small arrow buttons at the far left of the tab bar to scroll through them. You can rename a sheet by right-clicking its tab and selecting Rename. You can also color code tabs, and this file already uses color coding to group related sheets together. Remember, workbook means the full file. Worksheet means one tab. Before we move on, there are four more things every Excel user needs to know from day one. None of them are complicated, but skipping any of them will cost you at some point. Saving your file. The fastest way to save is Ctrl+S. Press it now. Press it every few minutes. Make it a reflex. Ctrl+S before you take your hands off the keyboard for any reason. Save as is different from save. File tab, save as. This lets you save a copy with a new name or in a different location. Use save as when you want to create a backup before making major changes, or when you want to save the same file in a different format, like a CSV or a PDF. Undo and redo. Made a mistake? Press Ctrl+Z. It undoes the last action. Press it multiple times to step back through your history. Changed your mind and want the mistake back? Press Ctrl+Y, that is redo. Ctrl+Z undoes. Ctrl+Y redoes. These two shortcuts will save you constantly. The quick access toolbar. Look at the very top left of the Excel window above the ribbon. That small row of icons is the quick access toolbar. By default, it shows save, undo, and redo. You can add any command you use frequently. Right-click any ribbon button and choose Add to Quick Access Toolbar. Print, auto sum, format cells, Whatever you use most, keep it one click away. Zoom. Bottom right of the screen, there is a zoom slider. Drag it left to zoom out and see more of your data. Drag it right to zoom in for fine editing. Or hold Ctrl and scroll your mouse wheel to zoom in and out. For presenting to a group, zoom to 120 or 130% so everyone can read the screen. For building formulas on a large data set, zoom to 85% to see more rows at once. Ctrl+S constantly. Ctrl+Z for mistakes. Ctrl+Y to restore them. These are the habits that protect your work every day. And that is everything for today's video. You now know every part of the Excel screen. You understand the difference between a workbook and a worksheet, and you have seen all 12 sheets in the practice file. 3 shortcuts to take away from this video: Ctrl+S to save, Ctrl+Z to undo, and Ctrl+Y to redo. Make them habits. In the next video, we cover freeze panes, data types, and professional formatting. The things that make a spreadsheet actually easy to work with. If this video was useful, please like it and subscribe. See you in the next one.